Hello there and welcome to another content preview video for Empire or Expanded Thrawn's Revenge, where today we are going to be taking a look at the updated Executor model. So this is actually still a work in progress. I'll talk about that in a second, but let's pop it in and we can talk a little bit about it, take a look at it. So this is a ship that hasn't been updated since like 2012. The last Executor model we had was one that we made primarily for our Sins of a Solar Empire mod, Ascendancy. Back before they included large address aware and before we started binning our models, which helped a lot with memory usage. That game has very strict memory limits, and as a result, we tended to try to keep stuff lower poly than our Empire at War stuff. And with Empire at War, as computers have kind of improved, we've done higher poly, higher res models and textures. So this is the new and improved Executor. The model and texture have been something I've been working on for a fair amount of time between all the other stuff for the releases. The primary reference that I used for it was the Battle of Arinda picture in, I think it's from the Essential Guide to Warfare. I've always really liked that image, and it's something that influences a lot of the art style in the mod as well. It's very readable. You can always tell which ships are which, and that's something that we really try to go for with everything we're doing. But as you can see, it has a lot more detail than that previous model and texture, and fits a lot better with some of the newer assets. So in a couple minutes, we'll take a look at some of the other variations on it. There's the Lucenkia, which has the New Republic symbols on the side. And then there's the Night Hammer. But yeah, so this is, as I said, still a work in progress. Most of the stuff that you're seeing right now is done. But if we were to do this, you'll see it is missing a lot of the detail on the bottom. So the hangar section and the engine section are primarily what's missing there. I was mostly focusing on doing the stuff that you'd see from the top in-game. So we have like the cityscape, we have the trenches, we have the just the main hall. So I'm going to be doing a preview playthrough as Warlord Zinj, because we haven't done that since like 2.2 to kind of show this in action. There's a lot of SSDs in that GC, specifically Iron Fist. So there will be a lot of this coming up, and you'll kind of see as it goes through the finishing parts of its development. But we're going to quickly hop over and take a look at the Lucenkia and the Night Hammer. Alright, so the first visual difference we have is the Lucenkia. I just swapped the model so that we could still use the instant action setup for it. But as you can see, the only real difference here is the New Republic logos on the back. This is what is used by the captured Lucenkia under Wedge Antilles' command. Same stats, same everything. There will probably be some some Executor class examples that have some slightly varying stats for certain situations, but Lucenkia is not one of them. Just the added logo there. So we are next going to take a look at the Night Hammer. Alright, so the third of the visual variants in the mod is the Night Hammer. This was originally built by Sandra Delvardis as his flagship. However, it was later used by Natasi Dalla. She changed it from Night Hammer NIGHT to Night Hammer KNIGHT as a kind of, I guess, pun? No, not really a pun, but referencing the Jedi, that she was going to use it to essentially destroy the Jedi. But it is basically all black stealth armor. For a lot of people, they confuse that with meaning that the unit is equipped with a cloaking device. This was not the case with Night Hammer. There was an Executor class that was equipped with a cloaking device, the Terror, but Night Hammer itself was not. It was basically that it would blend in against the stars without just with the stealth armor. So I guess we could get it into some action here against the fancy new Mon Calamari models.
Upgrade in progress.
So let's just do that.
Upgrade complete.
Get over there, Night Hammer.
Complete.
So we have our Home 1 type, Liberty,
Upgrade.
MC-80B. But yeah, so a lot of the art style with the Executor, as I said, but also when I was doing the projectiles, I was basing them pretty heavily off of the Essential Guide to Warfare stuff, the Battle of Arinda, where you can see Lusankia and Reaper going up against each other. But the Executor was one of the older models in the mod and really needed a lot to bring it up to the standard that a lot of the newer stuff had. So this should really help a lot of places in the mod look better. There's still a lot of other stuff that we are working on improving. The explosion effects, for example, are getting a rework. The death clones are an area that we'd like to expand on in the future as well. But we're slowly making our way through everything. If you compare it to like even 2.3 when it first came out, the versions that we're on now, 2.3.6 and the upcoming 2.3.7 through whatever future versions, it all looks quite a bit better than it did. So hope you guys are enjoying the mod, looking forward to all these visual updates that are coming. And remember to subscribe if you would like to see the Warlord's Edge playthrough that's going to be started and putting the Executor class to a bit more use. So thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time.